Let's start with Eric Name.
Hey, bud. Drew is upgraded to probable on today's injury report. Is he going to play?
We expect him to play. We'll just make sure everything is good, between now and tip off, and feel very likely that he's going to be able to help us today.
If he does, would he start?
We're working through who's going to start. Between now and tip, we'll figure that out.
And then would he have like a minutes restriction as well?
Yes.
You're not going to tell me what that number might be. Okay, great.
Somewhere between 48 and 0.
Appreciate you narrowing it down. Yeah. I'm curious, the other night against the Pelicans, you guys are struggling defensively. And in my mind, we talked in the preseason about Tori being someone that can help out in those situations. I'm curious what has led to him being out of the rotation, because today is another day with, two really talented wings on that Clippers team that, maybe he could fit in.
Yeah, you just have to make some hard decisions and, just kind of weigh it all out. And, we've gone with Thanasis, some lately. And, what he's brought has been, I think really positive. And, Pat Connaughton and the wings have been good. So it's just, you got to make hard decisions as a coach. And he's certainly on my mind. And certainly we feel like, today with a Kawhi Leonard and a Paul George, he's somebody that could, have a role. And, anytime we need stops, he's somebody that we feel confident can help us. So, but, sometimes you just got to stick with some guys, and it's hard to bounce and change from game to game and so on and so forth. So, but we have a lot of confidence in what he can do.
Steve McGargy.
I was just wondering how you felt DJ had done in Drew's absence, particularly since the move to the starting lineup, how he's kind of adjusted to that.
Yeah, I think, DJ's been really good with that starting group, and kind of, I think we keep using the word kind of just got us organized. I think maybe got people into their comfort zone, and, he's been really good there. And I think we've been noticeably better since he's been starting.
Law Murray with The Athletic.
Good afternoon, Bud. I wanted to ask you about the team's increase in offensive rebounding. It seemed like that's been a higher priority this season than at least your first two seasons with the Bucks. I remember going back to Atlanta, you mentioned transition defense is a priority, such where you'll cede offensive rebounds. The transition defense seems to still be pretty good, even with the better offensive rebounding. So how have you been able to balance the two?
Yeah, I think we felt like the roster, the lineup, there were opportunities the way we wanted to play, that we were going to, give them more freedom, give them more liberty to go to the offensive boards, to emphasize it. And, I think it's been a positive, but, and as obviously sounds like, and from the past, feel like transition defense is still critical. It's still really important. So I would say the balance is it may take even greater effort. If you're going to go to the offensive boards and you're going to make the other team feel you there, your efforts, your commitment, your sprints and transition have got to be even better. And I think we're finding that balance. And sometimes it's harder to run on you if you're getting offensive rebounds and putbacks and things like that. And teams are less likely to send multiple guys flying. So. So far, we feel good about the effort we're putting on the offensive glass, and we're always just continuing to try to get better and better in transition. Hopefully we can have both. It's not easy.
Jim Ozarski.
Mike, as you've worked through your bench rotations and your combinations, obviously it's worked the last week, but where or why, I guess, has Tori fallen out of that? And maybe what do you need to see, since you're not practicing very much? Is it game related? Like where is he fallen, I guess, in the rotation, and maybe why hasn't he played, frankly, at times?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I just said a little bit ago, as a coach, it's, that's probably the hardest part is, just deciding who's playing, who's not. And, I guess one of the biggest factors he's mostly playing, the same position as Giannis. We're kind of using him, as a four that can guard, multiple positions, defensively, but a lot of his minutes are coming behind, Giannis. So there's not a ton there. And and then trying to find other minutes, other spots. And we got lots of guys that we feel like can participate and help us and bring different things to the table. We're excited about what Tori can do, really both defensively and offensively. But right now, he needs to be ready today. He is ready today, and we'll just kind of keep going and doing whatever's best, whatever we feel like gives us our best chances.
All right, thanks, bud.
All right, thank you guys.